to introduce members of the council and thereafter invite the PS who will take over the program. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, all other distinguished guests present, I wish, Your Excellency, allow me to welcome you and all other guests to the new Mitihani House, South Sea, which is where we are having this function today. Thank you most sincerely for honoring the invitation to launch the 2022 National Examinations period. Your Excellency, I will first introduce members of the NEC Council. May I request all members of the NEC Council to stand up so that they can be recognized by, yes, Your Excellency, these are the members of NEC or Council, which is responsible for day-to-day policy direction of the organization. Please sit down. On behalf of the Council again, may I also take the opportunity to appreciate all stakeholders here today for the support accorded to NEC during the administration of the 2021 national examinations, which were administered earlier this year. Through your support, we were able to successfully administer, mark, and process exam results within the scheduled time and prepare for the 2022 November/December examinations, which are being launched today. We don't take this for granted and please feel appreciated. I wish to assure Your Excellency, the Deputy President, and all Kenyans that as NEC, we have undertaken all internal pre-administration processes with utmost confidentiality and due diligence, and that all the 2022 national examinations materials are ready and all preparations for field administration have been put in place. The crowd that we see here today is evidence that the field is ready, because this is the population coming from all over Kenya. The Council has also put in place arrangements for the marking of the national examinations to be undertaken between December 2022 and January 2023, so as to ensure timely release of examination results. I wish to point out, Your Excellency, that over the past 6 years, NEC has put in place various measures to ensure credibility and security of examinations. These notwithstanding, there continue to be attempts to erode the gains made by a few individuals. To this end, NEC and Ministry of Education at large has been working closely with other ministries and related security agencies to address these challenges, and with your support, we are set to administer credible examinations in November and December as we are here now today. As I conclude, may I remark, as I conclude my remarks, I wish to mention that NEC, like all other government offices, is operating under financial constraints. I therefore wish all of us who are participating in the examinations wish to appeal to all that we exercise prudence in use of resources and deliver the exams in the most cost-effective way possible. Finally, I wish the candidates success in the examinations. May I now then invite the Principal Secretary, Dr. Juan, to address the congregation.
Thank you very much, Chair. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, our Cabinet Secretary, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, just to reiterate what my colleague Dr. Njengere mentioned, I have been part of this process since the reform started in 2016, and we have never had the privilege of hosting a deputy president when we are launching the exams. Your Excellency, note that it is surprising because I know that as soon as you came into the office, the first meeting that you had was on education. And I know if I tell these members that one time you were giving us dinner at about 10 o'clock in the night because we were discussing matters education, they will see the extent to which your government has taken education seriously. Because of time, my role is very simple. Let me recognize the chair of the Teacher Service Commission. Just please wave to the team. Thank you. Let me recognize the presence of Mr. Chimwaga, who is representing CS ICT, Honorable Walo. Mr. Chimwaga, yes, thank you very much. Mr. Sia will be making some remarks. Your Excellency, allow me to introduce the team that is in front of you in groups. Let me start with the directors from the Ministry of Education headquarters. Just stand so that the Excellency can see you. Thank you very much. The regional directors of education, please stand and be seen. Thank you very much. The county directors of education, please be upstanding. Thank you very much. The sub-county directors of education who are going to handle the padlocks, please stand and wave to His Excellency. Thank you very much. The deputy county commissioners, wherever you are sitting, please be upstanding. Deputy county commissioners, thank you, Your Excellency. I know you know this team very well, based on your background. Assistant county commissioners who are around, I know we have a few who are manning some of our containers. Thank you very much. CEOs from the Ministry of Education, the CEOs from our sagas, please be upstanding. Thank you for coming. Next staff, I know there are a few, I know many of you are busy, but there are a few with us. Please be upstanding, the staff from Kenya National Exam Council. Thank you very much. Is there any group I've left out? Good. Thank you very much. So at this stage, allow me to invite the CEO Teacher Service Commission to make brief remarks on the preparation of teachers to supervise the exams, and then we move to the next level. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of education, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Sir, I wish to join all the others who have spoken before me in welcoming you to this annual exercise, which has become the task that we always hold at the end of each year. And I wish on behalf of the Teacher Service Commission to assure you that teachers are fully determined to support the brand new Kenya Kwanza government to deliver the country's education agenda. Sir, let me also, on behalf of the 346,760 Kenyan teachers under the TSC employment, I wish to commit ourselves to this noble exercise and assure the country that we will not let Kenyans down in administering the three exams this year, KPSEA, KCP, and KCSE. We will continue to live up to our task and support our children in these schools. Sir, this year, we worked with NEC to vet teachers who will be invigilators, supervisors, and center managers in our schools. We have vetted 46,000 941 heads of institution that will play the role of center managers. We also have 48,182 executing the role of supervisors and 206,548 invigilators. And at the end of these examinations, we will also have 46,751 examiners. These are the teachers that mark all these exams once they are administered. We wish to assure the country and you, sir, that as TSC we have vetted and given the best teachers that we could get to make sure that we get credible examinations. Sir, we have field officers that will be enforcing the regulations that are in place by NEC and by government. And as TSC, we have cancelled the leave for all our officers so that from November 14th, 2022, so that we can all oversee the examinations without any interruptions. Sir, once these teachers perform, we have a reward system where we consider the performance of teachers and our field officers so that they can be promoted and they are rewarded as we go on. So, sir, I wish to take this opportunity to say that TSC and all the teachers are prepared as we go towards this very noble exercise. And as teachers of Kenya, we want to assure you that we will deliver examinations that will have no cheating. So as I conclude, I wish to wish all our candidates all the best of luck, and also wish God's blessings and God's favor as we go forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, CEO TSC. Allow me now to invite Mr. Sia to talk on behalf of CS Interior, and then we move to the next level. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Juan. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Minister in charge of Education, colleagues, those from the field. I'm standing here on behalf of Professor Kithure Kindiki, who has a very short message, Your Excellency, to the officers before you today. As the administration of the exams 2022 begins, the Ministry of Interior has been with the Ministry of Education, which has put up a spirited fight and sustained campaign aimed at enhancing the credibility of national examinations, which was previously marred with regularities through employing a multi-agency approach encompassing the TSC, Ministry of ICT, Ministry of Interior, which includes Ngao, KPS, APS, DCI, and NIS. Your Excellency, the Deputy County Commissioners and Assistant County Commissioners have in recent years provided oversight over the administration of examinations by ensuring timely opening and closing of containers, and also ensuring the containers are manned on 24/7 basis upon delivery of examinations in their sub-counties and divisions. Your Excellency, the multi-agency approach has greatly restored the integrity and sanity in the administration of our exams, as evidenced year in, year out since 2016. Due to this deliberate action, Your Excellency, the quality of our education system has not been compromised by giving our children an equal opportunity to compete. Consequently, the credibility of our certificates has assisted our students in maintaining a competitive edge and at the same time gained our learning institutions respect both regionally and globally. The Ngao family commits and remains steadfast in sustaining these high levels of credibility and integrity in the administration and management of this year's national examination by rendering the much needed security and logistical support. Your Excellency, lastly, as a ministry, we will endeavor to deepen and strengthen this multi-agency approach in the management of exams to ensure that we consign the ghost of examination cheating to the dustbins of history. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Mr. Sia, and I I really agree with you that cheating must be consigned to the dustbins of history. Your Excellency, allow me to recognize the presence of Mr. Steven Etiao, who is representing the IG. He's also here with us. At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, my role is just about to end. Allow me to wish the candidates success in the exams as I invite our Cabinet Secretary to make his remarks and thereafter invite His Excellency to talk to us. Karibu sana.
Thank you, PS. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, the PS, the Chairman of Kenya National Examination Council, the Chief Executive Officer, Kenya National Examination Council, Chairman of various parastatals here, the Secretary Teacher Service Commission, and officers from education and administration. Good afternoon. Your Excellency, sir, today here we have officers of government from each and every sub-county, right from Coast Province, Coast Region, to Western, Nyanza, to Northeastern, Eastern, Central, Nairobi, and every part of Kenya is represented here. We have 383 Deputy Directors of Education here with us, representing the various sub-counties in our country. We have 367 Deputy County Commissioners, and we have 126 Assistant County Commissioners. We also have County Directors of Education, plus other top officers in the ministry. Your Excellency, sir, I was here by 8 a.m. and we went through the procedure and the system and the mechanism that is supposed to be undertaken to ensure that this year's exam is credible and that it undergoes all the processes of integrity, because we want to make sure, Your Excellency, 100% that we will be able to deliver a credible exam to the Kenyans. Your Excellency, I want to thank you because today history has been set in two ways. One, Your Excellency, is your presence here because, as they have confirmed, at no time have we had His Excellency, the Deputy President, at any given time, gracing and launching a national examination apart from this day. Can we applaud His Excellency, the President, the Deputy President? We thank you, sir, because even ever since the time I was nominated as the Cabinet Secretary of Education, I've been engaging you time and again. Even at one time, you gave us an opportunity to come with the Chief Executive Officer of Kenya National Examination Council, Dr. David Wis here, to give you a proof that indeed all is well and we are going to deliver a credible exam to the Kenyans. Sir, as we went through the process in the morning, we were able to identify the loopholes, and we did agree on one thing. One, that today, as we hand over the padlocks, indeed, the process has formally started. And we say to the county commissioners here and the directors of education, sir, that the 493 storage centers and the distribution centers that we have in the country, actually their work starts as they are opening the container. That is when the work starts. And from there on, until each and every paper is done, that we will be able to expect monitoring and very close cooperation amongst all the government agencies such that each and every day they are reporting that all is okay. And so we also came up with a new system where we said each and every one of them, including the security personnel going to man the centers, will be personally accountable. And the way we used to do in operation order, such that instructions are given in a very clear manner. In this particular aspect, we also said this is a national exercise of national importance, such that it is like an operation order where very clear instructions have to be given so that we are able to do what is right. So the second set of history that is being done today, indeed, we are having 3 exams being done concurrently from 28th of this month up to 30th. And of course, the Form 4 exam will be able to continue until the 23rd of December. So it's another history in the making, but all arrangements are well. We have been able to deploy enough personnel, of course, adequate center managers as confirmed by none other than the CEO of Teacher Service Commission, and also the supervisors and the invigilators. Even them, Your Excellency, sir, this time around we said they will be personally held accountable, such that as they open the papers, particularly the second paper, they will be able to indicate what time they opened it, and they also, it will also be witnessed by the security personnel, such that without the checks and appearances, we hope that we will be able to deliver something that Kenyans will be proud about, because, Your Excellency, education is key, and we cannot be able to entertain, we cannot be able to accommodate any kind of malpractice, any kind of leakage, any kind of thing that will be able to compromise the integrity of this national exam. So, sir, we want to assure you and assure the country that each and every action has been taken. We will be moving around. Actually, there will be briefing from 14th to 18th of this month to all our officers, and we are prepared, including those other schools where people were saying the population is a little bit too high, like Nairobi, Mombasa, certain schools. We have come up with necessary arrangements to ensure that all goes well. So we will make Kenya proud. Did you assure me that we will make the country proud? Did you assure me? Can you assure His Excellency, the Deputy President, that we are going to deliver, because it is you here and all of us who are going to make sure that we deliver a credible exam. Can you raise your hands to assure His Excellency that all will be well? So, sir, we are ready, and indeed we are going to do it. His Excellency, for those of you who don't know, he has a background, and his background is in civil service. He's a career civil servant, and those of you in administration, you know, we have been in that game together, and in administration we used to say one thing: no assignment can ever be given to you that you cannot manage. In actual fact, at the KIA, Your Excellency, you remember what you used to say, like Julius Caesar, that you have been given an assignment, you say, yes, I went, I saw, I conquered. So in this particular war, you are going to conquer. We are going to manage and successfully so, sir. So with these many remarks, it is now my very present and humble duty to welcome His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, to talk to all of us. Kindly, Your Excellency, can you be up standing, please? Makofi.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. The Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, the Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, the representative of the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Principal Secretary President, the Chairman of NEC, the Chief Executive Officer NEC, officers involved in the administration of the 2022 national examination, the next staff, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First and foremost, I want to register my apology for keeping you waiting. I know I was supposed to be here around 1 p.m. It is not my habit or that of the new administration to keep people waiting. We keep time in all circumstances. But today we had a very serious engagement with our development partners and the private sector with the President at State House, Nairobi, trying to raise about 16.9 billion to mitigate the effects of climate change and to intervene with the effects of the ravishing drought and famine across the country, which has also affected your sector in terms of day scholars and pupils in primary schools. So it was a fundraising exercise. And you know, when you are looking for money, you don't become impatient. You just wait. You know, this begging has no dignity. So we kept on asking for more and more. Even your minister was with us. We excused him to come here, and I waited until we got the last penny. So I want to apologize. The new administration respects people and respects officers. We will not ever again keep you waiting, because it is not right. You have left your stations and you have work to do. We would have wanted to finish with you early so that you go. So have you forgiven me? Thank you very much. Asante sana. We gather here this afternoon to launch the 2022 national examination season. This marks the start of a transition of our candidates at both the KCPE and KSC levels to the next stage of their academic journey. We commend them for their perseverance and discipline along the way. This is the first national examination under the Kenya Kwanza government. It is also the first examination after the COVID-19 pandemic, which has since gone down. We are glad the normal academic calendar takes shape early next year. Further, this examination takes place when we, through the Presidential Working Party, are engaging Kenyans on the education system they want, which will deliver the requisite to plug the job market demands. The clamor for reforms was triggered by the competence-based curriculum CBC, which currently has enrolled over 8 million children from pre-primary to grade 6. I would like to appeal to parents, guardians, and stakeholders to continue giving their views to support the reform of our educational system. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya is among the top 10 countries in Africa with the highest internet connectivity. In addition, close to 30 million Kenyans are on broadband. We have also rolled out 5G internet speed. This is a deliberate government effort to open new horizons for the youth in employment, creation, and alleviation of poverty. This will also enhance traditional economies to perform better in the new world of work. We are also seized of the fact that learning activities were interrupted by several insecurity challenges, especially in the North Rift and other areas prone to cattle rusting and criminal activities. President William Ruto has firmly committed to take every measure to end this criminality. We have mooted a multi-agency short-term plan to ensuring that schools in the hotspots are not interrupted. We will also go an extra mile for every child in those areas to sit their exams as planned. Ladies and gentlemen, officers, we know that the ongoing drought has affected schools, especially day scholars who constitute around 70% of our secondary schools. In addition to the food distribution, in arid and semi-arid areas, measures are being put in place to ensure students do not miss exams due to hunger. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, since 2017, the government has been implementing a 100% transition from primary to secondary school. This aims at providing basic education to all. That is why we have activated more TVET institutions across the country to complement universities and the middle-level colleges. parents and guardians. Our girls and boys are adversely affected by the issue of the triple threat: teenage pregnancy, new HIV/AIDS infections, and gender-based violence. This is closely followed by early and child marriages. Our boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, deserve better. We must let them realize their full potential. Let our boys and girls remain in school. There is no motherhood in childhood, and this must be taken seriously by all actors. Ladies and gentlemen, while we are banking on quality education to transform our country, some criminal elements have in the past infiltrated systems with the aim of leaking examinations. We want an equal playing ground for every child to score what they deserve and join their preferred secondary schools and tertiary institutions competitively. We urge vigilance and responsibility. Culprits, I must tell you, will be dealt with firmly and decisively. In conclusion, I call upon parents and all Kenyans of goodwill to assist us in making this examination season peaceful for the candidates. On behalf of His Excellency President William Ruto and my own behalf and the government of Kenya, I wish all candidates a fruitful examination seasons, and we look forward to celebrating you once the results are released. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. If I may just add one or two things, I want first and foremost to commend all of you for your commitment and patriotism in supporting our children. Managing exams is a hectic exercise. Indeed, it is a calling. I don't think anybody can pay you for the sacrifice. So on behalf of government, we want to thank all our education officers, all our officers from the National Government Administration, the supervisors, the invigilators, and all those who in one way or another play a role to make sure that the examinations are carried out in a peaceful and seamless manner. Your efforts, education officers, in conjunction with officers of the National Government Administration and our security agencies, have been very successful in the past. I have no doubt in my mind that this year will be no exception. I want to really thank you on behalf of the President, the Kenya government, and the people of Kenya for your patriotism, sacrifice, and commitment in support of our examinations. I would like to say thank you. Secondly, you people have what it takes. Some of us are very conversant with this exercise because we have been members of parliament on the ground with you, and we have worked together. And it will be unfair for us to pretend that we don't know you and what you do, because we know. You know, some people, when God gives them a chance to rise to these high offices, they become arrogant, they look down upon others, and they behave like they don't belong to this country. President William Ruto and I are the products of a miracle. We were just ordinary people, born in ordinary homes, brought up in ordinary circumstances, went to school barefoot, went without food, we had jiggers, we had all sorts of problems. And therefore, where we have reached, we cannot pretend that we don't know the journey we walked through. It is for that reason, our CS education, I want to appeal to you. Please let the ministry look at the facilities available to our sub-county directors of education. I've been there with them. I know. They have no vehicles, they have no offices, they have no furniture, And they are expected to oversee what the teachers are doing. I remember in Madeira constituency, where I was a member of parliament, I had a very ambitious program of transforming all the primary schools into a world-class environment. We renovated all the classrooms, we put tiles, we made it a beautiful place. And then the sub-county director of education, I hope nobody has transferred her from there, of Madeira East, Mrs. Mbai. Is she still here? Or you people have removed her after I left Madeira? Is Mrs. Mbai here? She came to see me and asked me, Mheshimiwa, how do I supervise the teachers? Their offices are so beautiful and modern compared to mine. So when they come to see me, they look down upon me because they live in a better environment. I have seen the agony that our directors, the sub-county directors of education go through. Waziri, we need to back them with facilities for them to be able to have meaningful supervision and provide leadership to the rest of the actors in that particular sub-county. So let us facilitate officers of government, and these officers, I can tell you, they work very hard, and they are very patriotic and concerned about education. I have worked with many of them, and I can tell you, if there is one ministry where officers are committed and patriotic and willing to serve, are officers in the Ministry of Education. So I'll be asking your CS where he needs my support or not, President, will assist him so that we can make your environment better. Our officers of the National Government Administration, you know I'm one of you. It's only a uniform I don't have. But you know where my heart is. I was feeling so bad when you are being misused to do negative things and politics, because that is not your work. You know, I was very unhappy when officers of the National Government Administration were harassing teachers in Kirinyaga County because the teachers are refusing to get involved in politics. The officers of the National Government Administration are the best that this country has, but only if they are deployed positively and appropriately for the benefit of the people. The previous administration used them negatively to go and campaign for Azimio, to intimidate teachers, to harass everybody, and that is not their work. The work you are going to do in this examination season, that is your work and is a good job. The work you do to maintain peace is the right thing. The work you do to make sure there are no boundary disputes, that is good thing. Ahead, we want to ask you to help us in matters of agriculture. We want to map this country. We want to know the agricultural sector. How many acres of coffee do we have? How many acres of tea, rice, sugar, pyrethrum, so that we can be able to look for inputs and fertilizer to assist our farmers. And officers of National Government Administration, the assistant chiefs and the chiefs, they know everybody. They will be able within 2 weeks to tell us the entire acreage under maize, which farmer has how many acres. So that when we plan to assist farmers with fertilizer, we do it spot on because we have the necessary data. And that is an activity that we are going to work with the officers of the National Government Administration. So I want to assure you, the Gao family, in this government, you have an advocate that you don't pay 24/7. And I'll push your agenda. I also know our assistant county commissioners have no dignity because they travel by matatu. They live behind shops in a single room that has no toilet facility. and yet they are expected to have authority over the people. If you get an assistant county commissioner in a matatu and the tout is pushing him asonga and to pay quickly, and then the same fellow goes and finds him in office, he is trying to tell him what to do, he cannot listen. So we must also dignify our officers in the National Government Administration by getting them offices, getting them good residence, and making sure they have vehicles and they have fuel so that they are able to perform. So the deputy county commissioners, the assistant county commissioners, please align yourself quickly with the new government. Quickly. And the new government wants you to serve the people. We don't want you to harass anybody. We don't want you to use thorax. We want you to engage Kenyans and talk to them. That is why when Kenyans started crying about CBC, when CBC was brought, nobody talked to the people of Kenya to ask them what they want. The teachers have been complaining. Parents have been complaining. Pupils have been complaining. And the president decided his government is a government that listens. Why don't we create an opportunity and listen to the people of Kenya? That is why the members of that working party are going around listening to you. We ask teachers, education officers, parents, please avail yourself and give your views. And don't fear anybody. Even if the views look like the anti-government, this new government wants to listen to everything. The previous government had something called praise and worship, where you get leaders just to praise you. Oh, you are so good, oh, we love you, we are happy, and they know it's lies. We have dismantled that choir called praise and worship. If you want praise and worship, you go to your church on Sunday. That is where praise and worship is. Between Monday and Saturday, please, people of Kenya, tell Dr. William Ruto the truth, however bitter it is, so that he can make informed decisions. If you think we are getting it wrong, please tell us, Mr. President, Mr. Deputy President, you are out of order. This is the right thing to do. And we shall take it positively. So please, let everybody go and give your views. And I want to assure you on behalf of the President, the recommendations that will come, we will not even change a comma or a full stop. None of us will change. The views of the people of Kenya will be respected. So let all the stakeholders give your views on the way you want our education system to look like. On matters university, on matter TVET, on matter CBC, on matter of ECDs, on matters to do with the primary schools, secondary school, tell us exactly what you want. Tell us exactly what you want. And you people of the media, tafadhali, muachane na sisi. Our minister here went to explain the challenges we are having in terms of funding university education and the way we need to bring everybody on board, including development partners, to assist us to fund the university education. He gave views of areas we need to continue supporting. Then you people went and said that the new CS education has said that the government is not going to support university education. And you know it's not true. You know, please, let's be objective and help us to build this country. Don't create confusion where there is none. Be fair. And if you have not understood, these CSs in our government are not arrogant. Ask for clarification. If today what I've said here you are not clear, on my way out, ask me, what did you mean by this and that? But don't create a situation that is unnecessary. There is nowhere where our new CS said that the government will not fund university education. He was just trying to explain the challenges around that sector. And we want Kenyans to give views to this working party on university education. We want Kenyans to give views. This is our country, and none of us would be seated on this platform here with this red carpet if we did not go to school. And that is why teachers must be respected. They must be respected. Never again never again in our administration will any government officer, from the president all the way down, will ever demean and humiliate teachers in front of students. The humiliation that was done to Professor Wainaina of Kenyatta University is regrettable. And that is why the government has reinstated him, because he was embarrassed and humiliated in front of his students. It is wrong. I would not be here myself as Deputy President if I did not go to school. Your CS will not be. Even all of you here, the DCCs, the education officers, one way or another, you owe some gratitude to some teacher somewhere. True or false? Teachers must be respected. It's a noble profession. It's a calling. Nobody can ever adequately compensate a teacher. But when you get educated, then you get a big seat, you think you are God, you abuse teachers like children. That thing we don't want to ever happen again. And in our administration, we not only have respect for teachers, but for all public servants. Let us respect people. It doesn't matter how low they are. One day they'll go up, just like you have gone up your day. Tuheshimiane tafadhali. Na tuwache kiburi na maringo. Haisaidii mtu yeyote. Wacha tuheshimiane. All of us are working for the same government. It's only some are first among equals, but we are the same people. I look at management myself from the perspective of being a team leader. When you are county director of education, you are the team leader in that sector. Don't load over others and shout at them nini before they are juniors. Just if you have an issue with somebody who is a junior to you, call the office and lock the door and talk to that person between the two of you in private. Yeah? If you think the matter has gone out of hand, put a letter. But don't call your juniors in front of the other juniors and lecture them. And then you expect them to continue managing those people. That respect will not be there. Let us respect each other. And respect costs you nothing. And respect, by the way, is two-way. It is two-way. You respect your juniors, they respect you. You disrespect them, when you talk to them, you turn back that way, wanakufanya namna hii. Si ndio mnafanya? Unaona? Hakuna haja. Let's respect each other. Let's respect each other. And that is the kind of leadership that we want to bring to this country. So, good people, I wish you well. Please work hard. Help us to deliver these examinations. It's our first exams as the Kenya Kwanza government under William Ruto. And we plead with you, msituangushe. You know, many people are not giving us a chance. Our marking scheme was so low. So, mtusaidie tupadishe marks kidogo. Tafadhali. Give us a chance that we are fellows who know what they are doing. And I want to say, I want to tell the people of Kenya, please, don't be conned. No Kenyans like being conned. People put things on the internet, on WhatsApp, that they can leak exams for you. Which ones? And then you pay money, then you start crying you have been conned. If you are conned, it's up to you. Why do you want to get conned? Is there any examination papers available? So when you put exams online and say at a fee I can give you the questions, it's a lie. And Kenyans like being conned, I don't know why. You know? Easy things are not good. If people give you a proposal and the deal sounds so sweet and so easy, think twice. How can somebody get you the questions? It's too easy. Think about it. Think about it. Again, even as we ask Kenyans not to be conned, we have also given instructions to DCI to activate with speed the cybercrime detectives to go through the net and hunt these fellows day and night. The ones who are cheating Kenyans, that they can leak their questions to them. They will be apprehended. And we have told the DCI, look for all these characters. I plead with none of you will be victim. Please, don't. Don't take yourself to, I don't know, I'm not able to translate my Kikuyu how it is said. Usijipeleke kwa umbwa imefungwa. Si ndio? Imefungwa pale na wewe mwenyewe unaenda wapi? Please, we have told the DCI to hunt these guys down. So if you are collaborating with them, shauri yako. Ukikamatwa usiseme sikukwambia. Don't try to collaborate with these crooks who are trying to say they can leak exams and con people. And don't make an attempt to try to leak what has been entrusted to you, because we'll catch up with you. It's not necessary. Si ukule hii mshahara yako ile kidogo umezoea. Si hiyo ndio yako? Ile kidogo umezoea hiyo ni mzuri. If you think it's not enough, work a little bit harder, then you get promoted, you get a little bit more. It is an easier way. I think it is easier to work hard and get promoted than try to leak exams so that you make some money. Because you are likely to end up in the wrong place. So please let no officer here and across the country, our teachers, all the invigilators, all the supervisors, please, we plead with you not to get corrupted by criminals, to join them in trying to circumvent a good process of administering our exams by trying to leak, because the law will catch up with you and it is not necessary. There is dignity in earning money in a good way. There is dignity of sweat. There is dignity of labor. It is very fulfilling to get you a salary of 50,000 shillings that you have earned for 30 days. It's very fulfilling. Let us all be satisfied with our salary. Let's be satisfied. And if you are not satisfied with the salary, there is nothing wrong with you investing in that salary in farming so that you can make a little bit more. There is no harm in saving in your circle and taking a loan and starting something that can give you some income. That's the only way. Finally, I want to urge you and the people of Kenya, let's pay taxes. I know when we came in, we told KRA not to be very hard on people and to have a positive and friendly tax regime. And some Kenyans are using that to say now they cannot pay tax. I want to say no. Umpatie Kaisari yake. What belongs to Caesar goes to who? Let all Kenyans pay tax. We need money to do all these things we are doing with you. We need money to pay your salaries. We need money to print the exams. We need money to fuel the vehicles used by our security officers. We need money to build roads. We need money to build classrooms. We want to ask every Kenyan to pay their taxes on time and not to try to use our magnanimity that people should not be harassed to evade paying tax. We want everybody to pay tax because we need it for our recurrent and development expenditure. So kwa hayo mengi mimi natakia nyinyi mema. Tutakuja huko kuona vile mnaendelea. I think waziri atatupangia. We come and open the containers early in the morning. And I've heard you saying that Deputy President has never come here. That's what you said. I want to absolve my boss from blame. William Ruto was willing to come. Lakini si alikatazwa kazi. Yeah, let's be fair. I don't think President William Ruto, Deputy President then, he's a very hard-working man. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be everywhere. Lakini akaambiwa akae kando. Sasa angefanya nini? So, as we are ready for work, we will be with you everywhere. Tutafuatana na nyinyi kila pahali. Hizo container mkifungua tutakuwa hapo. It's only we cannot be allowed to come and do invigilation. Kama tungekubaliwa tungekuwa hapo. Mimi na president, we are looking for work. Unajua tulinyimwa kazi miaka 5. Can you imagine? When you are somebody who is hard working and then you are stopped from working, you can even get sick. That is why simunaona vile tunangangana. We are ready to work. We were ready even then. We were stopped from working. And because we could give a contribution, this country almost ground to a halt. The economy is down, everything is not working. And I said during the inauguration, and people said I'm mischievous, I should not speak the truth before visitors. I will speak the truth when visitors are around and when they are not around. Because the truth will not change. It will remain what? The truth. So please, don't say that you have never found a deputy president. I want to absolve my boss. He was denied an opportunity to be with you. Now that he is president, he'll be with you all the time. And for me, he has not only allowed me to work, he has given me 9 functions. I come to office at 6, I leave at 11 p.m. every day. I have 9 functions. I'm a very busy man. And I thank the president for allowing me to work. So I must compensate for the 5 years we lost. Even him, for the 5 years he did not work, he must work double so that we cover the 5 years. So as you say that the deputy president never came, you are the rider. He never came because he was not allowed to. Tumekubaliana? Mumesafisha bosi yangu? Msiseme alikataa, hapana, alikatazwa. Na hakuna mtu ajui hiyo. Nyinyi ni watu mmesoma. You knew what was happening. So mimi nimefurahi sana. Asanteni sana, tunatakia nyinyi mema. Mukirudi, murudi salama salimini. Musalimie jamii. Say hi to your families. Say hi to everybody. Do a good job. And we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.